he is, and it's almost strange to say, the former EPW champion, the Don Michael Morleone. Joined as always by the purveyor of potential, CJL, Chris J. Lazarus.
Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. CJL still firmly by the side of the Don. I wouldn't have been surprised if we never saw CJL again without the gold, but he's standing by his man, the Don. I'm staring absolute daggers over here. He might be a former EPW champion, but the Don has the opportunity right here tonight to make history and become the RCW Grand Champion.
That's the thing, that Don may be the former EPW champion, but he may not be without gold for very long. But if he wants to get gold back around his waist, it is not going to be easy at all, because he has a competitor that is doing humongous things all around Australia, and you're about to find out firsthand just how damn good they are.
Without doubt, one of the fastest rising stars in Australian wrestling, Delta. I have seen her in action online, on the internet, on video, but I have never had the privilege of seeing her in person. And I am super excited to see what she brings to the table. But will she be able to defend her title successfully against the former EPW champion, the Don?
Delta, it's time.
My friends, the RCW Grand Champion is in the house. This is Delta.
If the adrenaline wasn't pumping through your veins already, it surely has to be now. What an incredible entrance for Delta. As I said, the fastest rising star in all of Australian wrestling. And what a show she's putting on already. But will she be able to back it up in the ring? I surely hope so.
What a fantastic way to make your debut in Explosive Pro Wrestling.
Dean, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, have actual goosebumps. This is incredible scenes in Explosive Pro Wrestling. Delta coming in, barely stepping foot into the arena, and has made her presence felt. Unbelievable scenes here at Willetton.
I've done my homework, Wally. I knew what to expect with Delta, but this has even surpassed my expectations. We are in the presence of greatness here tonight. Delta versus Don, RCW Grand Championship on the line. I am ecstatic.
This is incredible. If this is how this matchup is going to go, I can't wait. The Don, not intimidated by many. Doesn't look like he's intimidated now, but he might be putting on a brave face because Delta is incredibly intimidating. You can feel it in the air, right here, right now. This is incredible scenes. I can't stress to you enough. If you are not here in Willetton, you should be, because this is unbelievable. This is the first time the EPW fans have ever even seen Delta. Like, the reaction she is getting now is unheard of.
It's another level, and maybe the first time tonight the entire crowd is completely united. Not only is Delta so good, but the Don is that hated.
Yeah, he doesn't do himself any favors. A very hateable man. I think that's the way he likes it, though.
Introducing the challenger, accompanied by the professional potential, weighing at 220 pounds, 3-time former EPW champion, straight out of England, the Don Michael
That is a solid round of boos for the Don. I don't think one person's cheering apart from CJL. Guest ring announcer Chili about to introduce Delta, and this place is going to explode.
And his opponent, weighing in at 221 pounds, from Adelaide, Australia, the reigning and defending Riot City Wrestling Grand Champion. She's dominant, she's destructive, she is Delta!
Wally's new favorite wrestler,
Whoa.
the RCW Grand Champion, is in the house and getting a tremendous welcome by the Australian wrestling faithful in attendance here tonight.
The Don trying to shush the crowd here, but I doubt he'll have a chance of that.
Well, Delta did a video for EPW Perth social media saying to the Don, step up if you have the balls to try and beat Delta. Delta debuted in 2020.
Jesus.
Former RCW champion, RCW Women's champion, two-time RCW Tag champion, two-time MCW Women's champion, MCW Inter-Commonwealth champion as well, FWA Tag Team champion as well for over 600 days. What an amazing career here in the early goings of her career, and just showing why she's in demand all around the land down under.
I was just about to say, take it in, breathe this in, because let's be honest, we might not see Delta very much in Australia anymore if the international scouts have their way, because she is a star on the rise, and she could well and truly take over women's wrestling all around the globe.
You make a very good point, Wally. It's only a matter of time before the wider world takes notice if they haven't already. The Don, though, is going to do his best to try and take the RCW Grand Championship away from Delta. He seems a little gun-shy to lock horns. But here we go, collar and elbow tie-up. This one is finally underway. Feels like the entrance and pre-show shenanigans were almost a match unto itself, Wally.
I guess this is the real deal now, though. You can do all the pageantry, you can do all the show, you can look the part, but you have to be able to back it up. We know Delta can back it up. She's the current RCW Grand Champion. But let's not forget, he's not holding the belt now, but the Don was one of the most dominant EPW champions of all time.
That's right, former three-time EPW champion.
Oh, I've got this done.
CJL just talking nonsense as always. And here we go now. Delta is just waiting. Notice it's the Don taking the backward steps, Wally.
Playing those mind games, absolutely. Delta trying to play the mind games as she came in. The Don trying to get things back on his terms. Speaking of getting things on the Don's terms, CJL up on the ring apron, causing the distraction.
Here we go, side headlock by the Don. Forever the opportunist. Waited until Delta's back was turned before he locked that one in.
Who's gonna kill who?
The Don showing Delta who's boss.
And the crowd's gotten awfully quiet, might I add.
Oh, Delta up, straight up to her feet. The Don doesn't know. What, he says?
She just said you have to try a hell of a lot harder than that.
The Don in shock. Surely he thought I'd be able to knock Delta off her feet, but she stands her ground. Getting in the face of the Don. No.
Come on! Come on, give me some love! Come on!
Should have expected that from the Don, right?
Walked straight into it. Almost telegraphed it. You knew that he wasn't going to do it. He's a liar. We know this from way back.
Getting the Don up for that F6.
Oh, nice back kick. And it followed up with the front kick from the Don. Going for the super kick. Delta able to duck under off the ropes. Big clothesline there by Delta. Follows it up with the back elbow. Don off his feet. Charges in. Back body drop by Delta. And the Don is down. CJL again, not on the ring, trying to get in the ring now.
You know what, I hope that Delta gets her hands on CJL as well.
Yeah, I'd pay some money to see that happen. The Don has Delta scouted out.
Oh!
Huge spine buster there from the Don.
He's got one of the cleanest spine busters you'll find all around Australia, does the Don. Delta just felt the wrath of it. She's a little bit slower to get up this time. The Don, though, straight back at it. Big scoop slam.
Only a little bit slower. They're still able to climb to her feet pretty quickly. They're Don with a nonchalant pin. Not going to get that done against the monster that is Delta. Not even hooking the leg. A bit of disrespect there shown by the Don. Surely he knows the credentials that come before Delta. Knows that he has to at least use the hook the legs in to get that pin.
He does know better. It's just blatant disrespect, Wally.
The old pussy chant. Also, meow. Haven't heard that one for a while.
Wally, come on, man.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we'll let you have it.
But the Don doesn't care at all. Doesn't care what the fans think. Laying it in hard on Delta. Delta trying to fight back, but the Don knocking Delta down again. CJL, as always, on the outside. Yelling instructions, yelling to the Don. Keeping him in the match. Fighting up to her feet.
See, the Don is a very good competitor. We all know this here in EPW. Knife edge chop there by the Don, but he keeps posturing towards the crowd and letting them get under his skin. He wastes too much time that he could be trying to capitalize over what is an incredible competitor right in front of him.
Delta currently holds 3 titles, 3 championships. Don cannot afford to be distracted, to take his eyes off the prize, and Delta is showing it right now. Slapping the taste out of the Don. Don comes in at a huge clothesline. Delta goes down again. But the Don a little bit worse for wear there. Definitely those chops you can see. Hit so hard, he says, Delta clearly.
Yeah, referee Christian Hayes making sure Delta's okay. Don again, just taking his time.
The Don has really better. I mean, he's getting distracted, but I tell you what, he has sucked the life out of this crowd. All these fans were on their feet when Delta came out. There was incredible atmosphere in the air, but the Don has cleverly, smartly brought down the intensity of the matchup, and at the same time, taken the fans out of this match.
Don Don now getting in the face of referee Christian Hayes. Meanwhile, CJL on the other side of the ring, choking Delta over the bottom rope. Come on!
We know that the Don and CJL have all sorts of plans up their sleeve. They wrote the textbook on dirty wrestling, and I'm sure we're going to see a few more dirty tactics before the night is out. They're going to have to against someone the caliber of Delta.
Damn. Here comes the Don again with a back elbow strike to Delta. Definitely having things on his side of the fence right now in this matchup. Certainly helps to have someone on the outside fighting your battle for you too.
Delta really struggling here. We could see a new RCW Grand Champion here if the Don keeps at it, if he keeps his focus on Delta.
Hey, we saw Hayter leave with the EPW Coastal Champion. Who says that we can't have EPW taking some South Australian titles? Oh!
A bit of a belt trade, you might say.
Hey.
The Don.
Crazy things have happened.
Absolutely, the Don. A nice open hand slap for the face of Delta there. The fans desperately trying to get Delta back into this match, but she might be out here. This might be it. Surely needs to do a little bit more than that to keep the RCW Grand Champion down.
Here we go, the Don now with a rear chin lock. Delta's trying to make her way to the ropes to break the hold. Don trying to force against it. But the more Delta tries to reach those ropes, the more that the hold is taking effect. And, oh, there we go.
CJL saying illegal use of the ropes. I guess if anyone's going to know, it's CJL.
Here we go again. Don straight back to work right in the center of the ring right now.
Locked in that camel clutch, nice and deep. Delta trying to struggle out of it, but she might have nowhere to go. She looks like she's fading here.
Could we see the RCW Grand Champion go down here in an EPW ring and have a new champion crowned? No! There is still fight left in the Grand Champion Delta.
Absolutely powers the Don up, slams him down. Unbelievable scenes to be able to muscle up the Don like that. Delta, her moment is now. She must capitalize. Huge splash in the corner off her feet. Trying to regain some of that energy, get the adrenaline flowing. Pushes the Don off the ropes, ducks the line, comes off the ropes, makes a huge spear by Delta! Goes for the cover, 1, 2. Oh, at the very last moment, the Don able to kick out, unable to claim that RCW Grand Championship.
Delta with a spear worthy of her entrance video. Don somehow kicked out. But Delta is not done yet.
The fans coming to life here, but no CJL.
CJL, would you piss off?
Of course, we should have seen it coming. Coming and grabbing the foot of Delta, causing that distraction once again. Delta needs to turn around. The Don comes in. She ducks under that line. Gets the Don up.
Are we going to see it? F6! Oh, CJL, get out!
The look on the face of Delta says it all. Olsen, pay attention because you might be getting your wish.
Good.
We might see Delta destroy CJL right here, right now.
Here we go, CJL up in the fireman's carry and F6! Get the hell out of there!
I dare to say CJL will not be taking part in this matchup anymore. Well and truly out of play, but the Don up to his feet, has Delta in his sights, setting up for that choke bomb. Could we see it?
Oh, choke bomb! Are we going to have a new RCW Grand Champion in the Don Michael Morleone? He hooks the leg. 2. Delta kicks out. The Don can't believe it.
Don't believe it. We have never really seen anyone kick out of that that choke bomb. It's a devastating finishing maneuver. It's what made the Don the EPW champion, what kept him there for so long. But Delta kicking out. Unbelievable scenes. But the Don again to his feet, and the Delta is down.
The Don's lucky he didn't get disqualified with all that interference by CJL, but that notwithstanding, Delta's not done yet. Just telling Don to bring it on.
Hauling the Don in, setting up for a second choke bomb. If he hits this, surely it's over. Surely we have a new RCW champion.
Oh, rolls him up. No.
Delta rolls through, gets him up. F6, huge F6 there by Delta, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Delta retains.
Wowee, what a tremendous matchup we just witnessed. Delta has defeated the Don and retained her RCW Grand Championship.
In an incredibly hard-fought, hard-hitting battle, Delta able to get rid of CJL with that F6, and then hitting the Don with an incredibly powerful F6 to retain her RCW Grand Championship.
What an amazing display we saw here tonight with Delta. Someone the fans in attendance who will be begging to have her return to Explosive Pro Wrestling.